gon' keep it as real. Say what you want, say what you feel. Ain't nobody really gon' keep it as real like you, like you, like you, like you, like you, like you, like me. Say what you want, say what you feel. Ain't nobody really gon' keep it as real. Yeah. Drop your 3 cents. Drop your 3 cents. Say what you want, say what you feel. Ain't nobody really gon' keep it as real. Drop your 3 cents. Drop your 3 cents. Say what you want, say what you feel. Ain't nobody really gon' keep it as real.
Yo, what's good? Welcome to Drop Your 3 Cents. What's up, Quez? How you doing?
What's good, my brother?
All right. How you feeling? You good?
Oh, man, I'm blessed. I can't complain.
All
How
right.
y'all feeling? How y'all feeling?
I'm tired. D, you ready to come on, D? All right.
Big thumbs up. What's going
What's
on?
up? What's going on?
No,
How's
much.
everybody?
How you doing?
Why you
All right.
always sitting in your
All right.
dungeon, D? What you be doing, man? Who you got tied up down there?
Y'all need to be knowing all my business.
I bet you it's Idris.
Huh?
I bet you it's Idris.
No.
You look like you like Chocolate Brothers.
I do, but not him. He gay.
Oh, shit.
Allegedly.
Drop the diss track. Come on.
Okay, allegedly, I guess if that's what you want to say. How y'all doing though? It's been a good week.
Good.
It's been a good week, but it's been a long, exhausting week. I'm tired. I'm beyond tired. I'm just ready to go to sleep.
That's me too. I am tired. I've been trying to lose weight, so I'm real tired.
Yeah.
I seen you walking.
Oh my goodness. And they got me in 2 classes Tuesday and Friday at the hospital. But why did I stop? But wait a minute. So the hospital's over there in San Bernardino, right? Loma Linda. But why I had to stop at Mama Helen's though?
Yo, I was dreaming about that. Yo, their pecan pie. I was thinking about that too. I've been trying to I drive by it all the time to get over to the west side, and I just gotta keep on going. You know, I gotta keep on going. Because that pecan pie,
I gotta get both. I always get the church cake and the rum.
Yeah.
So no, what's the other one called? Soccer to me. That's what it is.
Oh, okay. So. Tisha, good. Tisha, you ready, good to come on?
Come on, Tisha. Where everybody at? Where Melvin? Hey, Tish.
You know where Melvin is. Hey, Angie, how you doing? You know Melvin is somewhere in Mexico selling empanadas.
If you don't quit.
We already know.
Sucking on some toes.
You're trying to get those pesos.
Why I be mad? Because every time I go like to a you know how they've been having a lot of pop-up events now, and I always see empanadas, and I be like, why they got that in my head?
I do too.
Think about Melvin now. I be like,
every time I hear that or something about toes, I'm like, man,
right.
That's all Melvin's fault. That ain't me. I ain't do it.
That's y'all be doing the most.
Man,
just you don't be so quiet.
She just giggled.
I know, just all quiet, playing innocent and quiet. When she was all hardcore last time, but that Ghost Rider.
You can't see him.
I was like, look at her. Yeah, we're gonna blame it on Jess.
Where you from? What's that you claim? What they call you?
Yeah. Well, do you know so and so? Do you know so and so?
I was like, different.
She got a
different
voice.
Jess came out. She's like, what they call you? What your name is?
I was all for it.
Now she all like this, all quiet, like she
like church mouse.
Church mouse. Nah, girl. You that rat. You ain't no church mouse. You that rat shit.
I'm only on the weekends. That's what I said. Only on the
weekends. Right.
Silly.
Man.
Hey y'all. So, oh man, I don't think it went through.
It did. It's up there,
but it's not the link though. All right, y'all. So on a serious note, so we gotta send some shout out and some prayers and some healing energy to one of our faithfuls, you know what I'm saying? Like to Jamal. You know, Jamal definitely comes on. Every time we post the flyer, he shares it. Every time that we come on this live, he shares it. Anything that relates to Drop Your 3 Cent, he shares. And he's always, even at work, he's always showing us love. So right now, we need to send his family and him some prayers. Hopefully, I don't know if
that link works. I just clicked on it. They just
so the link works. So
yeah,
there's a GoFundMe if you can, anything to help out, you know. So I mean, he already put it out there. So he suffered a stroke, you know what I'm saying? So right now his wife and him are just looking for some help while he's going to be down for a few months, you know. So I have the link pinned. You know, I'm going to keep it pinned as opposed to the link to be a guest, you know what I'm saying? Because I think that's a little bit more important, you know. So if you can, just make sure that you tap that link, whatever you got, whatever you can send, just go ahead and send that to him, and you know, just love upon him, give him some prayers and some healing energy, you know, because he's definitely a faithful, and we love him over here. He always holds us down.
Definitely. Prayers, bro. We got you.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
It's all good. God got you.
Yes. Man.
Tisha heard donate. She just jumped out of here.
Yeah, right.
Shut up.
Well, I think on a good note, that's what Tisha does. She probably go donate something right about now.
Yeah.
I thought he was saying she got off because money.
That's what I was saying.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it was.
She got that David Ruffin change, you know. See, she be going solo sometimes.
Exactly
So
what I was saying, don't let me. I was gonna let you, buy me out.
Make it sound good.
Yeah, I had to tell the truth.
Damn
That's
devil
exactly
just
what I
coming
was
out.
saying. I know she's gonna watch it back and cuss me out, but we'll be all right.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Quiz.
Hey, ain't nobody coming to see you, Quiz.
Oh, I'll be out there in a couple of days.
Okay,
I'm coming to see.
Yeah,
you ain't gonna be in no Vegas.
I am.
You already told your dates. Those ain't the dates I'll be there.
I gotta go to my son's graduation. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be taking off.
Yep.
Hey, man,
gotta go see big man walk across the stage. You did.
Yeah.
Hey, all 4 years.
Somebody got you in the family. No, just kidding.
Man, shit, I graduated too. Son.
I'm just kidding.
You know what I'm saying? Hold on.
I had to get somebody back because I'm gonna tell you real quick. Just let me tell you this part. My biological business was tripping all week. Why he try to clown me in front of the people and talking about that's why you ain't you uneducated, ain't graduated in the 6th grade. I'm like, who the fuck is he talking about? And the people standing there looking like, dang, she didn't graduate the 6th grade. I was all in my feelings. I wanted to go get my diploma.
Man.
I was like, that's why you ain't getting no burrito.
Hell no.
Girl, pray for me. I was in my feelings.
Yeah, I feel it.
So what? He's graduating from high school or college?
No, from high school. College is next.
Yeah. College is next.
If that's his desire, you know what I mean.
Word.
Well, good.
All right. Welcome back, David Ruffin. How you doing, T?
No, I had just noticed that I wasn't logged into StreamYard. So
okay.
When I clicked log in, I didn't know they were gonna take you all the way out. Why they just can't log you in while you're already in there?
Right.
Oh, okay.
Got you.
Yeah, I thought you heard donation and you said this ain't my show. You
no, never that.
Got no money for none of you niggas.
No,
you know what
I'm not going to hell for y'all today.
I know that's right.
Y'all tried to pull me in last time.
Oh, wow.
We don't never try to pull you in. You know what I'm saying? You
y'all ain't getting me. I rebuke. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Man. So this has been an interesting week. I think Drake went into hiding. We're gonna talk about the aftermath of that. We're gonna talk about that teacher. Tisha posted up a question today. Was it inappropriate for that teacher to get his hair braided by the students? We're gonna talk about that for a minute. I only got a little bit of time. I'm pressed today, but also today is a very, very, very special day. Today, I gotta put somebody on blast. You know what I'm saying? the short gangster over here. Today is her actual born day.
Well, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jeff. That's why you were so quiet. You was waiting for us to say happy birthday. You wasn't going to talk. Happy birthday.
They gonna acknowledge me. I'm banging on him.
Right.
I'm gonna bang on him if he only acknowledge me.
We didn't know.
Right.
Shit. You know what I mean?
Look, you bang on your man. You should let us know ahead of time. That's his job.
Well, I put together some for her real quick, you know.
Oh my gosh.
Here you go, little penny.
But I was on the other side and didn't notice. Oh, I won't waste no time. I won't waste my time when it comes to you. Put my pride aside, give it all to you. Put my pride aside. Girl, I won't waste no time. I won't waste no time when it comes to you. Put my pride aside, give it all to you. Put my pride aside.
That was cute. But you do know that if it's her birthday, you shouldn't be in the pictures, though. You just all in there cheesing and.
Well, a lot of our
like
pictures are together.
Like it's his day.
Hey, look at this guy here, boy.
He's just showing out, right?
Boy,
we all ain't getting
crazy.
Right?
Do your thing. Now I gotta do something when it's Tanisha's birthday. That's my bro. Appreciate you. You know what I mean? All over Hollywood with it. You know what I'm saying? Show ass out of here, sir.
Man.
Nah, that's a beautiful thing, man. Nothing better than black love, man.
I'm over here simping. It's all good.
It's okay to simp. It's okay to simp.
Yeah. 100% okay. Look, I got some stainless steel mixing bowls for you to bake them cakes in. You know what I mean? You gotta whip that thing on up.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I heard they call you Duncan Hines.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that's a beautiful thing, though, man. Yeah. Y'all got to love somebody. Yes.
And it also just happens to be our anniversary, our official, when we made it official. So she got 2 cards over here. Happy birthday
How'd
card.
How'd you make it official? Card.
Well,
you said you asked, or you just what?
No, so the first picture that you seen, we was at the cheesecake. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we were at the cheesecake and I gave her a note, old school. I had the waiter deliver some flowers and some cards and while at dinner. And so I gave her the old school note. Will you go out with me? Yes, no, maybe. And she signed right there on the dot. So it's official like Alyssa. We have a contract.
Oh, cheesecake, huh?
I told you, man, it was a business.
It's written. We have a written agreement over here.
Dang.
Look, she said it's not notarized. Look at that.
He probably would take you to court.
It's not notarized, sir. It's not official.
Oh, dang. I got to go see Tish. My fault.
If it's not a witness, it's not a witness. I'll be asking her, are you sure, girl? I got to ask you all the good questions. Are you signing this under duress?
Not are you sure?
Right. Okay.
Do you know the hot mess that chocolate man is?
Oh, my goodness. Man.
But yeah, so
congratulations.
It's been an interesting week. So, you know, we had a good show last week. Man, it was just crazy, right?
Hey.
Shout out to everybody who showed up to the after party.
It was an interesting week.
Yes, okay.
Oh, the gangster is shedding tears.
Oh,
that's so cute.
Why you do this to me on camera?
Thank you. Like I said, he didn't sign nothing.
Hey, boy, he finna save this episode.
Yeah, he is.
Mad at him. You remember that time on the podcast? I gave you them flowers. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I spent a lot of money on you, Diamond.
Right.
Not Diamond.
Bernard.
You gonna let me in? I spent a
You
lot
got
of
the
money
move and everything.
Right.
She gonna be at the
That's
door.
why
Go
he said
home, Third.
That's why he said he in a hurry tonight, because you know he
Hey,
just
go home, Third.
he making sure he confirm everything for tonight. So he gonna rush us off.
Right.
Nah.
Dude, it's
We
all
the, we the,
good.
st- we the
I got
step kids.
I got some
You
other
little freaky ass
obligations.
nigga.
It's all good.
69 guy, you a freaky ass nigga, you a 69 guy.
That's
Go
how he
ahead.
do
man.
us.
Yes.
Hey, Quest, you know what? I got something for you, man, because that was dope. Hold on, I got something for you.
He got some
like a
flow.
bitch, ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. They tell me
No matter. Shoot. I got
Boy, I
your
thought I
back.
heard Kendrick outside. Boy, I thought I heard Kendrick, man. I had to go check. I had to go make sure Kendrick wasn't outside. Boy, it's dangerous out here, man.
What the?
Woo. I thought I heard Kendrick outside, man. I had to go check. I was
What?
Hey, he's shooting at everybody.
tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs and party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baka got a weird case. Why is he around? Certified lover boy, certified pedophiles. Oh,
Oh my God.
Protect your family, man. He's
My
not
dude,
playing.
my dude got the Bane mask.
He's not playing.
Hilarious.
Protect your neck. Put your vest on. You know what I'm saying? Grab your heat. Kendrick is not playing with anybody at all today. I thought I heard him outside. I had to go see.
Think he lurking.
What the hell? When did you do that?
You said what?
What the hell? When did he do that?
When did who? The Quest
That
or
was
me?
the after party.
Yeah,
Mhm.
had that gear on.
Oh, it was it's the after 40.
It was
Oh, my God.
hilarious.
Oh man, that was funny.
Yeah, we did that at the beginning of the show. As a matter of fact, it was right before you got on though. You know, but Quest called it right. Then like I was thinking like, man, they might try to hit us up because he's in his gear or whatever. And then next thing you know, Drake is having like a drive-by at his house. Then people are trying to intrude and whatnot. I'm like, geez, Louise.
I tried to tell y'all. Kendrick is outside. You know what I'm saying? Protect your neck, man. You know what I'm saying? They are not playing. They went all the way up to Canada to the 6. You know what I mean?
What the hell?
Six.
He had the whole gear on.
They went straight to the 6, man. You know what I'm
Girl,
saying?
looked like an episode of SWAT.
I am done with him. The hood SWAT.
Hey, that's it.
He
That's
running
it.
from fireflies.
Hey, that part. You know what I mean? Hey, Long Beach wasn't too far away from Compton, man. You know what I'm saying? I see quite a few fireflies in my day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Gotta be prepared when they start swarming. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be ready.
Damn.
So with that being said, so now that I think we were safe on Monday because all weekend, man, we were getting like this person dropped. But I think Drake took a hard one to the chin, pause. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, we ain't heard nothing from him. You know what I'm saying? He over here making little Instagram stories or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I think it's official like a whistle. Kendrick won that one. Kendrick won. They've been playing that song on NBA, like on the NBA playoff games. They were playing it on the news. I just heard it on the radio today. They played it like back to back. Talking about
My loan signing mentor did a reel for his business using that song. So
Joe
I
Biden.
know, yes,
Joe Biden did
so
something to
it-
that song, dissing
yes.
Donald Trump.
So yeah, it's a done deal.
Yeah.
And then I heard some of these raps over that Drizzy
Hey,
BBL
BBL.
Yes.
That is wild.
So
Bro.
he lost completely because that's gonna be going on for a while. So Drake
That
is
is
done.
fucked up.
Shout out to Metro Boomin. What's up, Toes?
What's good? What's good?
Shout out to Metro Boomin for creating the first diss beat.
Right.
Ever.
And it sticks.
Necessary.
It sticks in your head because I listened to it like a couple of times after that. I catch myself singing it, and I'm like, "Where is this coming from?"
Unnecessary, bro.
Drake told him, said, "Shut your whole ass up. We're gonna make some drums," and that's exactly what he did.
Hey, he put them drums to work.
Yeah. He got what he asked for.
Should have never said that, sir. You know what I mean? It's fucked up when you at a point to where there's a hit song about you being a pedophile being played on the radio. Like that's how do you recover from that?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? How do you come back from that?
You can't. You can't. Literally, you can't.
If you were maybe if you were white, you could, like Epstein and Trump. They're rapists and they came back.
Hey, well,
so it's possible.
Well, I mean, Drizzy can do it. He just Drizzy has to come with another hit. It has to be like
his next album better be fire. If his album flops, we know why.
Well, his fans are fighting for him.
Golden.
His fans are still fighting for him. So I've been seeing it all over my feed. They still riding for him. So
man, who you telling, man? There's some dudes out here with some Drake pom poms. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I like Drake. Don't get me wrong. I like Drake. I like him a lot, but he got his ass handed to him.
I agree.
He sure did.
See, there's a big difference between a stan and a fan.
Right.
You know what I'm like I'm a fan of Drake's music. I ain't no stan. Like I'm not gonna try to justify all wrongdoings and bullshit. The same thing with Kendrick. You know what I mean? There's a lot of Kendrick stans out there too. That's talking their shit, and you know some of the stuff they talking. I'm like, bro, calm down. It wasn't all that. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? He made a bopper though. You know what I mean? He
give the man his credit, but come on.
Yeah, anytime you can make P3DO a hit song, bro, like it's rough. That's rough.
It's all good. It was a nice
distraction. Whether you did it or not, like you know what I'm saying, you got to live with that. That's on the radio.
It's on the radio.
It's on the radio, sir. So people in other countries don't know. You know what I'm saying? People who have never listened to rap before. Bro, first introduction into Drake is that you're a pedophile, sir.
I sent it to Third. Even cops were bumping it.
Yeah.
Even the police were bumping the diss track. That's
crazy. But even in London, so Drake's OVO store got vandalized. They wrote "Not Like Us" on the window.
I don't condone none of that. That's just too much stupid foolery.
Okay, Mandela, Gandhi toes.
Well, people are trying to have a living, and you're
somebody's doing something extra with their mic.
Not me.
It stopped when you stopped. It was you.
No, look, I'm walking right now, and it's not.
I don't know what you do.
No, I gotta agree with Melvin on this.
I agree too.
Because what it turns into, for real, like the responsible thing to do is because what it turns into those same stands that be online talking that crazy shit. They end up trying to do stuff to people. You know what I mean? And you start popping out, and it don't be like first of all, you're never gonna run up on Drake. Like let's let that go.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That you never gonna run up on that man. And it ain't some type of security. Same thing with Kendrick. You're not going to run up on these individuals. You know what I mean? So taking it to that degree to where you defiling people's property, like Drake don't know you.
And it ain't that serious.
Kendrick don't know you. You're not going to give you no money. You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting no check. Like, bro, sit down and chill. Enjoy the rap battle. You know what I'm saying? It was a great beef. Well, enjoy it. But all that extra shit,
well, that's how I feel about anything outside of, because there was another dude who did something creative. Like he walked up to the OVO store and put like a candle with some flowers and like kind of like made like a little visual.
That's funny.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
even spray paint you can wash off, whatever. It's the people out here who are taking it to trespassing on his house, trying to do drive-bys and shooting up his security. It's because other people are in play now. You got to think. So as much as this man is a character, or he's a pop icon or a hip hop icon, he still has a family. So that man could be at home chilling, with his seed or seeds, according to Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? And he could be chilling, and the next, you shooting up the crib. You know what I'm saying? And people get hurt. That's where it
That's
takes the fun out of. Anything else to me is just good nature, like fun and ribbing and whatever. It's cool because again, like I said, spray paint you can wash, but you can't you can't come back from a bullet. You know what I'm saying, or anything like any type of violence.
I agree with you until like spray paint is a big deal because people working at that store don't know. Like, why would I want to work there if I'm gonna get anxiety that it might get shot up, or that some crazy person might go in there? Like Drake's not gonna work there, but there are real
Right.
people that need to have jobs to support their family, and now they're like, "Am I a fucking police officer? Am I gonna get shot at today? What come into work over some words that I'm not even a part of?" So it's like, nah, spray paint. Nah, you don't mess with other people's shit. Just keep the rap battle rap.
Yeah,
Like
Melvin, I got one word for you, Melvin.
What's that?
BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy.
Hey, your cousin said Drake did that shit. Hey, Mel man, when I first heard it, I said the same thing too. I said, hey, Drake had to shoot somebody. You know what I mean? Whoever was giving Kendrick all this information had to be shot. You know what I'm saying? I was just joking though. You know what I mean?
Well, according to him in his last diss track, he the one feeding the information. So shoot yourself.
Right.
That's what he said. So I'm just saying.
Hey, when I first
shoot
heard
yourself in the toe. You don't have to
Drake
kill
shot one
yourself.
of them.
Shoot the pinky toe of your own foot because you said you did that. So
ain't nothing wrong with a pinky toe.
Please don't get him started.
I got that build up nail on it.
You said save all toes, huh?
Yeah, that nail could be chewed off. That's a good pinky toe nail. They got
pinky toes.
They got a bad rep. They got.
But Melvin, who's thicker than Snickers? Thicker than and who's that? What's that? Am I missing something?
Yeah, I'm lost with that one. I don't even want to read it. You know
said thicker than Snickers, thicker than.
I hope he ain't talking about Drake.
Clues, bro. Hey, Ben is out here being called fans now. You know what I'm saying? He a fan. I don't want to be a fan. I'm good.
Nah, I like Drake. I like him.
69 guys. I don't want to be.
I have to admit that Kendrick surprised me, and I was like, "Damn, okay." Kendrick deserves that.
It was good because it made him right. You know what I'm saying? Yes. It made him actually come out and compete. And
that's what we need for rap. It needs everybody's talking about is rap, and like it's good for the culture, and it's good beef if nobody gets hurt, because we don't need no stupid shit if people get hurt. But it's good for the culture because now everybody wants to do it.
Did you see that Marcellus Wiley? Did you see that Marcellus Wiley came out with some information when Drake hosted the ESPYs? They had did an interview with Drake, and he was going in on Kendrick. He said they was going in on Kendrick, and they didn't end up airing the episode because Drake people called up there and said, if you air the episode, Drake not gonna host the ESPYs. Back in 2014. Yeah, he was on Kendrick neck way back then.
Oh yeah.
So for all those people who saying Kendrick started this shit, no, this has been some ongoing underhanded shit. That's why I think he went so hard on bro.
Well, okay, I'm a Kendrick fan, right? Mm-hmm. Kendrick kind of started this with the Control verse.
But what did he say disrespectful to anybody on the Control verse?
He really didn't. You know what I'm saying?
It was a big up to everybody in the game. It was like, look, all y'all cool, but my job is to show up and be the best. Period.
Right. So that's what I was getting ready to say.
Come to this music shit.
I was getting ready to say, yeah, he didn't really say nothing really disrespectful. It's just that, like he said on the BET Cypher, he made a sensitive rapper, getting his feelings. You know what I'm saying? Drake got in his feelings behind that. You know what I'm saying? And so so that he kind of did, but didn't. It wasn't his fault that people took it the wrong way and got emotional behind it. Well, you know what I'm saying? And it's just been some subliminals from then on. It's just been nothing but subliminals and probably some behind the scenes dissing and dirt on Drake's part that we're not even privy to.
We have to know, if you have to know that Kendrick and Drake, they grew up two different lifestyles. Kendrick is from the hood, he's from the streets. Drake is a pretty boy. And Drake is like a metrosexual. Ain't nothing wrong with it. If that's your cup of tea. But look at him until he started rapping at what, 23, and the world knew him as Jimmy the Cripple. So it's not. And I'm a Drake. I like Drake. I fuck with Drake. But Jimmy the Cripple, that's who he was. He was an actor. He was doing his thing, but he wasn't hard. He's not a gangster. He's not tough. And I know people that knew him back. Well, I used to talk to him. That said he was the biggest fucking nerd that they knew. He was a nerd like bigger than me, and so he was like awkward, like really socially awkward. And so that's just being honest. Kendrick is from the hood. Kendrick will fucking he'll throw a fade real quick. And I gotta mention, I agree with OG Melvin that the best toe is a camel toe.
Yeah, what the
God.
OG Melvin, he put it in the chat.
It's in the comments, and there must have been a reason why
I know.
it didn't pop up.
It did pop up.
Read it though.
No,
It
it did pop up. That's OG Melvin. I remember him back on the day.
OG Melvin with the
Yeah, he a real OG. He was out there.
On that note, we're gonna turn the page.
Thank you.
Before Melvin started, so over here spilling tea.
Hey, no, but what's everybody vote? Is the vote unanimous? That
what?
Kendrick won.
Kendrick.
Yeah, it was a slaughter. It was not.
Okay.
It was not just one. Drake should just take a chill and retire for a little bit, and then come back like Jordan later on.
And seek some therapy. That way, everything doesn't trigger him, and we'll be okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He need to take a pause.
Every time he BBL, he
gonna flinch. He gonna start having shakes and something.
That in A minor.
Yeah, so go to therapy, sir. You'll be okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
69, nigga.
69, God.
Let me hear you say OV ho.
Oh, yeah.
Say OV ho. Man. All right, so the next thing on the agenda, Tisha, shout out to Tisha. She put this as the question of the day. So, I guess there's a teacher that is come under fire because he allowed his students to braid his hair. I got the video. We're gonna comment on this right now.
Come on and braid my hair. Come on and braid my hair. Come on and braid my hair. R. Kelly.
Come on and braid my hair.
R. Kelly.
My hair.
Not just R. Kelly had a song about braiding hair, but
that was it. R.
That
Kelly's
was
was a little bit. It's a little deeper for R. Kelly.
Yeah.
It was a message for his sister.
No,
So.
That was a dope hit. I fuck with that song.
I don't care what anybody say. Well, I wish it's hard.
I wish it's hard.
I was bumping it 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
I don't think anything's wrong with it as long as he got the parents' permission.
10 minutes before class ended, he didn't get no parents' permission.
If he said, hey, that they're gonna do this, because he can't be posted. Like, I don't like teachers that post the students anyway. I wouldn't want my child on the internet without my consent and my permission.
Agreed.
So if he did ask the parents, hey, I'm gonna post TikToks, I'm gonna do this, they might be braiding my hair, it's a skit, whatever, then it's all good because he's putting it out there. But if it's like a secret thing and it's their thing, then nah, I'm not about that.
OG Melvin says, when we was in high school, teacher and military niggas was doing way worse,
Teachers are still doing worse today.
Oh yeah, I think I put in the chat or the group. This one teacher, she got pregnant while on bail from having raped another 15-year-old student of hers, and she got pregnant by another different 15-year-old student.
Yeah, and I've been posting all week stuff like this from different schools where people are having relations with their students.
Yeah. And it's just
nice.
not.
Teacher Appreciation Week.
Yeah, it's not. It's not new. It's just now being publicized. It's not it's not taboo anymore.
I just
It's
want to
like,
know
Now we have social media.
where was all these teachers when I was in school? Wasn't nobody trying to do shit when we was in school.
It was messing around with other students already. They didn't need to add to their roster.
Well, when we were in school, our teachers looked like the lunch lady all the time.
Right.
So,
They
so it was a different breed.
Teachers, we didn't have 25-year-old
No,
you know what I'm saying, young thoughts.
Our teacher would look like our grandma. You just don't,
right.
like the arms be as long like long like long. They don't even have biceps.
Hey, bro, don't
Some
do
of them
that.
don't have biceps.
Hey, Melvin, get out of here, sir.
He said we had teacher like Miss Levert.
Oh hell no.
Miss Leverett.
Oh hell no.
He's talking about Miss Leverett, bro. Yeah,
that was Miss
rest in
Backwood.
peace, man. May that lady rest in peace. Don't
but
do that.
She would talk about Backwood, Mississippi. I'm like, no. Sometimes I was like,
yeah, you don't remember Miss Leverett from Martin Luther King?
I didn't go to Martin Luther King. Remember, I got to Oceanside later.
I
got
Miss
grade year.
She was
the
math teacher.
Yeah, she was the math, and she was dyslexic. You know what I'm saying?
See, I was Mike from the Wood. You know what I'm saying? I came in a little later. I didn't know what was going on.
She was the original Medea. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like before there was ever a Medea.
Extra credit my ass. I ain't getting no extra. I'm
I
skip
just
class.
failed.
Daniel, how you doing?
I just failed.
I'll take that F. My GPA could go down.
Tyler Perry. Wow.
He's talking about Miss Leverett. That's what
now she was married with a kid.
Yeah, she was married and everything. Somebody loved her.
And she tried to hook me up with her daughter one time.
That's why I said don't do that, Melvin.
She tried to hook me up with her daughter one time. When I was working at Rite Aid. I was like, just go get your prescription. Leave me alone. Just go get your prescription. Like, nah. She's like, this is my daughter. This is my husband. You know she's smart. She's this. I was like, oh, that's nice. Just go get your prescription. The line's short. Go get your prescription. I'm not lying. True story.
What did you think about that encounter? Do you think that was wrong, like inappropriate, or do you think it was cool?
Are they like in junior high? Like, I mean, kids are gonna be kids. I mean, if the classroom is ran how they ran, they might have finished their work. It might be some type of music class. I don't know, some type of extracurricular class where they ain't got to do it, but that ain't what the classroom's set up for. They might have just did it for a little bit, but by law, they don't have to get parents' permission to put that on the internet.
I know, but it's a courtesy.
If you're in public, they don't have to. They feel like, even just like a person, you got these auditors, these fake audit people that go in the post office and videotaping your face and videotape the stuff on the wall, and you can't do nothing about it.
Well, for school, when I registered my son, even at his daycare, they ask permission. Is it all right if he's
They do as a courtesy. As a courtesy, they can, but by law they don't have to.
I think. Well, the school district. I think you could sue the school district and you'll win because it's technically not a public place.
It's a public place. As long as it's public.
It's not public though. The school zone and the campus is not public. It's not free to enter by anybody. You actually have to be escorted on the campus or approved to go on the campus.
Anything that's not behind locked doors. You can even go in the police station and videotape.
All the school districts are locked now.
El Camino is locked. There's a gate.
Yeah, they're all locked now.
Well, yeah, if the door is locked, it's locked. But if it's open, unlocked, you can go in there and do it.
I don't think
we missing the point though. Like I got daughters, and truth be told, if I see a video on social media and you got my daughter over there playing in your hair on school time, we need to have a conversation.
Yeah, you can have a conversation with the teachers about that.
Yeah, we need to have a conversation.
Why are they not doing their schoolwork?
No, ain't no why they nothing. But why did you think it was acceptable?
It'll be a different
That's what I'm saying. Why are they
to have a harem of women,
hair?
Of young girls around you playing in your hair during school hours? Like we're not doing that.
Yeah,
not my
how old are them girls?
They're not 18.
They're in high school.
Ain't none of them 18.
It don't matter.
So So is it better if they was doing it in a little boy, a boy their age here too? They got to take accountability too. They're old enough.
That's a different conversation.
If it
because
was
we're
their
talking about a
classmate.
grown ass man that is responsible for educating my children,
right?
Not trying to be they friend.
So you wouldn't question your daughter either?
Oh yeah, that's a different conversation though. Like my child, I'm a definitely have a conversation, but from a teacher, from a grown man's perspective, especially in today's atmosphere, you know what I mean? Like, there's no reason why I'm gonna put myself in a situation to turn into Drake. I'm not. I'm just being honest. You're not gonna call me 69 God, none of that. You know what I mean? Keep your little ass over there, young lady, and stay in your position, and I'm gonna stay in mine. And see, that's the problem. So many people think it's okay to be friends with these children, and it's really not. You know what I mean? There's no type of camaraderie or conversation you can have with these children that makes it okay. And that goes for you too, Denisha. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying this to you too, since you in the comments.
Leave the queen alone.
On your motherfucking head too.
Leave the queen alone.
What did she say?
No, because she jumped in here, and now I got to get her too.
Why? What'd she say?
My daughter is at the school, and somebody don't tell me, bro, we gonna have an issue. That's all I'm saying about my girls. You know what I mean? The girls is off limits no matter what you think is okay. That's not okay.
I think especially with like Quez said, in today's society, especially male teachers, how are you going to protect yourself when something like that may be ambiguous, but you can't defend it? Like, oh, well, that there was a sexual assault claim against you. Here's a photo of you having kids playing your hair.
It's very true.
So that he can't defend himself. He's risking his career and everything else, just some allegations, because that looks suspect.
Jess, what are your thoughts, Lil Penny?
First, just like to say, it's Teacher Appreciation Week. Thank you to all the teachers out there. Y'all rock. So, my 3 cents on this is, when you're dealing with teenagers, you have to make a connection or they're not going to learn. They're not going to learn at all. So if you don't make a connection, they're going to ditch your class. That's reality. Okay. But I got a daughter. If I seen that, I would have been livid. Seriously. I would have been livid. Like, he did not, if he did not ask my permission, I would have been livid. Yeah.
I agree. And I also see this from a different set of eyes. Okay, so I yes, he's their teacher. You know, and from what I read, he's a content creator too. So that's why we see things on here. But I'm a person to where I don't care how close that person is. You kind of have to have some level of mistrust. You can't 100% trust anybody. Mm-hmm. And the reason I say this is a lot of people have trusted their fathers, their uncles, their cousins, and you left your daughters and your sons in a room with these people, and they have been molested, raped, and everything else. And how they even get close enough to get there is they build some form of trust with your children. And that's my problem with this. So I'm seeing it from a different set of eyes. So I'm not condemning anybody else who says, oh, it's okay. You know, I don't see nothing wrong with it. But for me, from my experiences, I see it from a different set of eyes, like I said. And so I'm not okay with it. Me personally, I'm not okay with it. You know, some people say, oh, we're over sexualizing it. And that's fine. But yes, I'm going to, because of my experience. I would not want my daughter to be so trusting to where one day you're unbraiding his hair. The next day he's like, oh, you know what? I have extra credit at my house. Do you want to come over and do it there? Oh, you know what? I have laundry. Come do it there. Next thing you know, your daughter's in a closed room with this person, just hypothetically speaking. And now how do you fight the battle of my daughter was being touched by this man, but you sat there on camera and let her unbraid his hair? You know, you let her go places with this person on their own. How do you fight that with the justice system after they see that you were okay with this before? So that's my whole take on it. Now, if he came to you before and asked you, like Jess said, and you're like, fine, it's okay, that's a different story. But it can also turn into grooming, and that's where my issue of it.
Okay, my 3 cents, and then I'm gonna have to take off. You know, so my 3 cents is like, yeah. So just how like you're looking at it with a different pair of lens or different lenses, I'm looking at it with different lens too, because I don't know. I can see where I can see where some people are saying like they don't see nothing wrong with it, because again, at the same time, I mean, I hear what you're saying, Tish, but that's assuming that this man is a predator. You know what I'm saying? We don't know anything about him. Like, he could be actually a very genuine, good dude, and we actually care about his students, and going to be something really as innocent as just video content. But the optics of it, though, is that, yeah, you know, it doesn't really look that well. You're a grown man and you got these girls playing in your hair, braiding your hair, because I could definitely see where you're coming from, where it could lead to a certain level of trust. And yeah, they trust them, but do the parents actually trust this man? And even if the parents trust this man, we still don't know the mind state of this guy. You know, so the optics of it just makes it look very, very bad. I think that he should be fired? No. You know, I don't think he should be fired. But I do think that there has to be a certain level of boundaries when it comes to adults and children, especially when it comes to strangers, because essentially the teacher's still a stranger. You know, as well as you spend a lot of time with him, true, but you still don't know him, and nor do you know his motives. Or he could be a freaky ass nigga. He a 69 guy. You know, we don't know. You know, we just don't know.
Hey, but you know, just to give our brother some credit, man, like, you know, not necessarily saying that he is a freaky ass, but you have to understand. Like, let me ask the women this: how many of y'all at a young age had crushes on grown men, whether warranted or unwarranted? Like, let's be for real. Y'all had a grown-up crush. I seen you shaking your head, Jess. I'm talking to you too. Y'all had a grown-up crush. Y'all had somebody that was way older than you, that you had no business liking, right? That if you given the opportunity, you would spend time with them. And for his defense, you know, that's why I look at it in this aspect, because yes, you may not have any ulterior motives. You're trying to build a relationship, get your students involved, but one of these young ladies may have, you know, some type of, you know, attachment to where now they're thinking, we cool enough, we go together, and you know, this can go somewhere else because of whatever traumas they have going on, or whatever type of lifestyle they've been raised under. They think it's okay to sexually, you know, oppose themselves on you, and now you in a whole nother predicament. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't like it from both sides of that, because yes, these are young women, and young women can be delusional in terms of building relationships with men as well. Like, we can't negate that fact. Like, some of them girls in that hair might think they might actually have a chance with him, and try to pursue some shit that they don't need to be in. Just being honest.
That's why you got to teach your little fast asses.
But you know everybody's not teaching they fast asses.
They're not.
That's why they fast.
And they're not popping up at the school. You know what I mean? You got to keep track of your kids, especially when they're in junior high and high school. They're about to become, you know, young adults. Imagine when they get to college. You're not going to be able to dictate and do all that. You know what I mean? So you got to stay in their head, you know, from the time that they're, you know, learn how to talk and walk. You stay in their head. You don't sit on no grown man's lap. You know what I mean? And you don't do this, and you have to try to teach them, especially nowadays. That's why I was saying, like, you take accountability. Yes, he might be a cool dude, but then, you know, your daughter should know what the hell you got your hands in that grown man's head for. You know, period. You start at home first, so it doesn't happen in the public.
It starts with communication.
Absolutely.
I think that's just the communication, getting parents involved. Hey, and if he gets their permission, then more people are going to feel comfortable. And I'm not saying totally like give him the reins to your
But how does
child.
that sound? Can your kid braid my hair? They ain't gonna
No,
do that. They're
but you
not gonna
say,
ask
hey,
permission.
I'm gonna be doing some skits on TikTok and Instagram and social media. Is it all right if your child is videotaped on those skits doing different a variety of things? One might be having somebody do her hair. She might do my hair. And you just talk about it with the
But Melvin,
parents.
I think it's the verbiage. You know what I mean? I think it's definitely boils down to verbiage. And I mean, it's essentially kind of like equal to like, you know, what we posted up about that 17-year-old girl that was on stage with Drake. You know, she came out and defended him. I was 17 at the time. It was nothing then. It was nothing then. Now my father took me there. And again, so your father allowed you to get picked by Drake's people, to go on stage. He's feeling you. He's caressing you, all this other stuff. And then he stops when he finds out you're 17. But why did your father allow that to happen?
Yeah.
For
Well,
content or for the sake that it's Drake, or because, you know, it just, I don't know.
well,
It just,
all parents are different. Some parents won't even care if you post their kids. Some parents don't even worry about their kid eating. But I'm talking about the parents that are actually parents and parenting. They need to be aware of what's going on and if their child is being on social media or not. Because it's one thing to talk to a parent and say, yeah, get their permission. It's another if I pull up TikTok and I see my daughter on there, then there's gonna be some classroom furniture moving around. I'm not even gonna talk to them because you didn't come talk to me. I ain't gonna come talk to you.
Right.
That
A totally different conversation. And just to back up my last statement for what I just said, I'm not personally attacking him because I do watch him on TikTok and things like that. And I understand how the classroom goes. But this is also a scene where other teachers who might not have that mindset that he has can use as a blueprint to get close to other students. That's
Right.
my whole point. And so I'm not condemning him at all. It's just how it looks from the outside looking in.
or teachers that don't like them, because there's always teacher beef
There's always, yeah, you're right, Melvin.
that use that as
Mhm.
as a stepping stone on some allegations. So
Right.
there's
Or he
always
ticked off a parent.
yeah,
That's perfect, things to use. If he made a
exactly.
parent mad, yeah.
So that's why you have
So
to have the
Melvin,
communication.
and Quest, do you guys feel the same way if you see your daughter on there with a boy her age doing, either braiding hair or dancing or
Well,
grinding?
I can't say nothing to that young man.
Yeah,
That's a conversation I have to have with my daughter.
yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? If he is a child, you know what I'm saying? I can't really. I'm gonna talk to his parents. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna run up on no kid like
Over them
what
just
you
dancing,
do.
because they do a lot of dancing TikToks,
Well,
and I'm sure they didn't get
Well,
understood.
permission.
it's all up to us for the parenting. Like I know
Yeah.
what I
Right.
would have to expect from my child and be like, come and I'm disappointing you for doing something, something, something. If it was just braiding his hair, then I would most likely tease her like, oh, why you braiding your boyfriend hair or something along those lines. Is nothing. There was no sexual thing in there. In that video we watched, it was nothing sexual or even like the only reason it's controversial is because the power dynamic of a
Yeah, that's what
teacher
I was about to
of
say.
the student.
The
It's not
teacher.
the action of
Mhm.
braiding the hair.
Hmm.
It's the power dynamic and one having more influence over the other. And so I don't want that with my child. But if it's peer to peer, if it's like, oh look, they're making a dance video. There was kids doing twerk videos forever. I would have to say, hey, come on, why are you doing that? I raised you better than that. I'd have to have a conversation with my child as opposed I don't know whose kid is that. I don't even know what they're doing. And I would have to if it was something serious in nature, then I would have to go talk to their parents. But I'm not
Right.
going to put my hands on a kid and then lose my freedom over
word.
something that's so stupid and mundane when there's more serious things because if you get locked up for something stupid then you're who's protecting your child on the outside. So you have to make that conscious decision what is what is worth it.
All right, Jess has something to
Absolutely.
say.
Yeah, so I don't know who reported him, if it was an educator or not, but there are videos that are mandatory to watch, and going off of those videos, yeah, that looks suspect. Just saying.
Yeah, I
All
mean,
right,
we used
so
to watch him all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. He seemed like a pretty cool dude,
Yeah.
and he seemed like a great teacher. You know what I mean? It's just like Melvin just said that that weird
I love
dynamic.
y'all.
All right, brothers.
Take it easy.
All right. I'll try to tune in.
Okay, please, man, go do your job.
Yeah, Mom.
Do
We
y'all
got
thing.
this. We
All
got
right, cool.
But yeah, that's really what I think the problem is. Is like, you know what I mean? It's not about the action itself. It's the optics and the, you know, like Melvin said, the power dynamic of it. Like, he can corrupt your child, and then we're not talking about one child here. We're like, you got 3-4 young ladies, you know what I'm saying, playing in your hair. That on no scale does that look good. That's all I'm saying. As a grown man, on no scale does it look good that you got 4 underage women, you know what I'm saying, playing in your hair in a school setting or any other setting.
And is it a generational thing as far as parenting? Like, I asked my parents what they would do or how they would feel, you know, walking in on something like that, and they didn't even have to speak. The look they gave me
exactly
was
right.
enough. Like, I'd be damn. Yeah, so they didn't even have to answer the question. Just the look on their face was like, oh yeah.
It is generational, because back when your parents went to school, teachers could put hands on the kids. They could beat them with a ruler. They could do.
No, they not my school.
But I'm asking,
in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, but I'm asking, like, if they walked in, or if they happened to be, you know, around the time that I was that child's age, and I come home and say, like, Mom, my teacher so and so let us take down his hair during class. The look on their face was like, and when I went to high school, no teacher was putting no hands on us. It was not happening.
No. But I'm saying it's a total different. We look at teachers differently than kids today look at teachers. We looked at them as mentors, as educators, as a whole. They were another tier of. They were our parents away from our parents a lot of the time.
Or oppression. Don't forget oppression.
Oh yeah, some were just
terrorists.
Some were terrorists. Yep, they're good or bad, but they had that level of respect. Nowadays, we hear all the time of kids fighting teachers, of kids. Back in our day, we never heard that shit. It was kids being disruptive, not kids fighting the teacher every other day. And so there's a big difference in what's going on. There's a lot less respect for teachers in general in today's generation, as opposed to back when we were going and back when your parents went. So it was it was different. Because if your mom walked in on you braiding your neighbor's hair, or somebody down the street that they didn't know, I bet she would give you the same damn look, because like, who the fuck is this? Because it's just another
person.
It's just another adult that they may be friendly with or associate with, but why are you with my child?
Right. Exactly. Hey, Adoration.
Hey, sorry.
Hey, lady.
I got home this morning.
What's going? What was you out doing?
Trafficking people.
Traveling.
Trafficking
myself.
Yeah.
Trafficking people.
Yeah, I saw your story. You're traveling.
Yes, flying.
Yeah,
you back in Thailand?
Like, let me get a shower and jump on this podcast. I was like, hey, hi.
Are you back in Thailand?
Yeah, I'm in Thailand. I'm back home.
Okay.
Yeah, you was in Dubai doing photo shoots and all kind of stuff. We seen you.
I was in Taiwan this time.
You don't want to talk about
Taiwan.
I said I was in Taiwan this time.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah.
In Taiwan.
I went and got my brother. He's here.
Well, you making all the rounds, ain't you?
So I saw your response on my Facebook, but you go ahead and share your 3 cents on the situation.
Okay, I mean, I saw it, and immediately my sister said, because my sister showed it to me first before I saw it back, and she goes, "What's wrong with this?" And I was just like, "Nothing." And I looked again. I said, "Oh." The thing is, like, it's the look, right? And when I was a 16-year-old girl, like I said, I would have jumped up to put him on. I would have done his hair. I'd have been like, "Teacher, I got you. Let me do your hair." You know what I mean? Because you are young, you are naive, and when you get older, and when you actually go through things, and you see people go through things, and you understand how things work. That's why adults are so on guard. I used to wonder why my parents were so on guard. I'm like, what is wrong with grown-ups? They're so, don't do that, don't do this, don't look this way, don't look that way, don't touch this, don't touch that. It's like, why? But as a 28-year-old woman, like if I was a co-teacher and I walked by the classroom and I saw that, I would stop. I would come and be like, hey guys, yeah. I'd be like, hey, Mr. Whoever he is, can I talk to you for a minute? And he'd be like, sure, I got you. I'd pull him out the hallway and be like, the look of that is just a bad idea. As a Black man, as a teacher, I just tell him the honest truth in the nicest way, and then let that be and let him do whatever he will. Later on, if those girls are also my students, I would pull them aside separately, away from him, where they can never hear anything, and I would tell them that as a young lady, that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
And that's just true. I've had people pull me aside and tell me it was a bad idea when I was a young lady, and I appreciate them because I found out later with other girls my age that it was just a bad idea. So it's just, you like it's growing pains, especially when you turn into a teenage girl. And I'm sure the same thing with teenage boys, where you just learn like what is appropriate and what is not. You know, I have that my teenage, young teenage friends as well who are males, where I'm like, hey, take your distance from that guy. And it's like, why? Just do it. And it's like, well, why? It's just inappropriate. Some stuff is inappropriate.
With age comes wisdom. It comes wisdom. It's a lot.
With age comes with exactly.
Yep, and situations.
And you end up having to live through the situation.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes. That's
that's why I said I see it from a different view, because I've been through what I spoke on. So I personally will be like, he can be the greatest teacher in the world, but I still think there should be some type of
sometimes it be the greatest teacher in the world. That do the worst. Oh my God, I can't believe that was Mr. This or Mrs. This. Right. It be the greatest teachers in the world. I mean, you watch Quiet on Set, Tisha. I'm not sure how many people did, but like he said, his dad was like, I don't like him being so friendly. And it's like, why? He's a friendly guy. He's too friendly with my son. And as soon as he got rid of the dad, what was happening? Exactly.
Yeah, so, he was molesting his son. Yep.
Teenagers have to know when, because you're turning from a child into an adult. And even though most people have people should put it like that. People should have the morals to understand the difference between an adult and a teenager. There are people who would just cross that very easily.
Because that man could wait for that dad to get out the way.
Grown men and grown women who would just cross that with no respect. And the teenagers, our brains. I mean, my brain was too underdeveloped to understand that there's a difference between putting your girlfriend on and putting your guy friend on in class and putting your teacher on when it comes to doing his hair. Like, that's just too close in proximity. It is. And even we talked about, I think he brought up like people used to get spanked or disciplined by the teacher. Even that's different, because there's a boundary. I can't explain, because they actually do still get kind of like beat in Thai schools, but there's a boundary. There's a difference. It's not like the teachers are like, I can't explain. There's a lack of friendliness that there has to be in order for a child to be a child, even if they're a teenager, and an adult to be an adult. And that's why even in college classes, you're not allowed to date the students, because even though they're adults, there is just
there's a boundary.
There's enough. There's just enough. Yep. So yeah, if it was me when I was younger, I would take his hair out too. But if I walk by my little teenage sister who's in high school right now, I had some words with a man and had some words with my sister. So I'm just older now.
Yeah. I agree with you.
I like OG Melvin. It's in the name. We just crazy like that.
That's funny. Yeah, you have boundaries, huh? Tell her, get out the elevator.
Listen.
Hey, get out the elevator, bro.
Hey, I hear you.
Turn on your phone.
Turn on
your phone and start recording.
Man, record, boy, if you have an Emmett Till moment. You know what I'm saying?
Turn
But yeah, I think we all agreeing from different perspectives to a certain degree on the topic, because it's all subjective, and Tisha been through different things. I've been through different things. I got daughters. Melvin don't. You know what I mean? D don't got daughters. Adoration got sisters. But that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody's perspective has a different level of influence in it on how they feel about the situation. But I think we're all kind of culminating to the same fact. Like, it don't look good for bro. And I don't think he should be fired either. I think there's a conversation that should be had.
I think that in the situation he might be just as not naive. I mean, he's a grown man, but I think he might just be just as naive as to how it looks as the students were. I think they'll both be like, "Well, we're just giving," but then somebody got to pull.
It's a teachable moment.
Yeah, it is a moment of being naive because the fact that you thought it was okay to kind of cross those boundaries because you're cool, because all the students love you, because you get so many praises on TikTok or YouTube or whatever. You felt like a lot of these things were okay, but in reality, you probably crossed the boundaries a few times before this.
That part,
This one was the egregious one on optics. You know what I mean? Because
let's be honest, it's not just the optics as well, but not everybody take care of their braids. I have braids, and my buddy had braids. They didn't. Not everybody take care of. Some people are disgusting. So I wouldn't want my child messing in somebody's hair that doesn't take care of himself. So you don't know how this man is hygiening himself. There could be lice or something. I'm just thinking about it. Like some people don't take care of their hair, their braids. They don't wear a wave cap. They just let shit go. So you don't know. It's one of those things where it could be funky, could be whatever. And how long he had his braids in. There's a lot of things. I wore braids, and my buddy wore his braids too long because he didn't want to have pay more money to get it rebraided. And I'm like, nigga, your stuff is funky. There's crust. There's dandruff buildup. Half the braid is coming out. You just tying it in the underneath. Like, no, I'm being dead serious. He didn't want to pay $25 to the Jamaican lady to get it redone.
So he get free labor, huh, Melvin?
Yeah. I mean, and like I said, I don't think that he was necessarily exploiting the kid. I'm sure the girls were like, "Let us do you," because like that's how girls are. I braided hair when I was younger. I braided grown woman and grown woman's hair, but under the supervision of my parents, and they're okay. You know what I mean? They're at my house. They're family friends. It's not like, because when you're at school, you don't have that over your kid. You can't see your kid. You don't know what's going on. But I'm sure the girls were like, "Let us do your hair," and he was just like, "Fine."
Yeah, I just think social media sometimes wipes away boundaries. It wipes away boundaries.
If he has peer pressure for a bunch of 3 girls, I don't.
Oh, he definitely has peer pressure. Trust me, girls.
Well, I don't want to know what else those girls could pressure him into.
Well, yeah, if he say no to hair, what else is he not gonna say no to?
Exactly. It's about
that's exactly my point. Because some of these little girls is fast. Like let's not jump over that. Like they not inviting sexy red to high schools. You know what I'm saying? To make guest appearances, and these little girls is not living up to sexy red. You know what I'm saying? My coochie pink, my booty hole brown. You know what I mean? Like. I'm just saying that's the thing.
No, but that's what I'm saying though.
They're listening to this stuff, so you know what I mean. If I could press the teacher, how cool? How many cool points do I get if I knock down the math teacher? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm like, yeah, girl.
Exactly.
When you work with
kids.
When you work with kids in any aspect, you got to protect yourself as well as protect them.
Yes, and that's
so. If you're a Boy Scout, if I do flag football for my son, but I'm not going to I'm not going to have private lessons for anybody's kids. I'm like,
there you go.
No, you come out. Right. My son Malcolm, you go play with your friend. I'm gonna chill here and watch. Or when I'm coaching, it's hey, all the parents, I want you involved too. You got to have a level to protect yourself. Yes. And the kids, because you don't want to give the impression that, oh, it's all right for them to braid my hair, and then their next teacher, which is not trying to protect them, that is the predator. They're like, well, I braided Mr. X's hair and he was cool with it. Maybe so-and-so would like me to, you want me to braid your hair? Yeah, come over to my house. And then that builds the dynamic because there was nobody talked about it. There was no conversation and no boundaries or guidelines and nobody looking out for the kid as well, as the person looking out for themselves.
Preach.
Yeah, so that's my whole thing. And it's a teachable moment for not just him, but for the school in general. Like, you're allowing, TikTok and social media clips to be, recorded in your school. You're allowing things like this to where there's not a visual boundary. Like, no one felt that it was, wrong or whatever. So redo your policies, protect the school, protect your teachers, and protect these kids. This is a teachable moment all the way around. So.
And fuck them teachers. Protect these kids. No, for real. Like, I mean? No disrespect, but like teachers, you should be protecting yourself anyway. You know what I mean? And
Agreed.
Denisha, he and ha, and I hear you in the background. But as a teacher, if a little boy ran up and did some crazy shit to her, I don't think she's going for it either. So,
it was all about protection.
It's braiding hair now. It's twerking next.
Like we seen some stuff in these days, man, and Mel, you hit it on the head. Like, bro, that the next person might not be the protector. It might be the victimizer. That's a dangerous scenario. And we entrust our children to these school systems to be protected to a certain degree. You know what I mean? Like, of course, you guys can't stop all fights and stuff like that. But adult molestation from one of your staff is definitely something I shouldn't have to worry about.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not saying that that's what he's doing. I'm just saying, like, to be put into that type of scenario, you know what I mean? It shouldn't, the line should never be crossed in that path. And I think the biggest problem of this is because I heard it a couple times on here already, you got to make some type of connection with the kids, and that's why these kids is fucked up right now, because everybody's trying to be children's friend. Your job is not to be a child's friend. Your job is to guide them, correct them, nurture them, and send them on their path. You're not supposed to be their friend. That's never been an adult's role in a child's life, is to necessarily be their friend. Now, if we have a mutual relationship built on what I'm supposed to be doing and what you're supposed to be doing, and it happens to be enjoyable, that's great. But 9 times out of 10, most of the time, you don't want to do what I'm telling you need to do. So there's not going to be any real relationship where you enjoy this, because I'm trying to get you to somewhere. I'm not here to, make TikTok videos and shit with you all day. And, oh, no, this is my best friend. So when you turn 18, we can hit the club together. Stop doing that shit. And then you wonder why your kids have fucked up relationships and why they go out and they get manipulated by narcissistic people that use and abuse them, because all you have to do is be nice to them, and they think now all of a sudden now we're friends. And you're creating a false sense of security for your children by being their friend majority of the time, instead of teaching them the things that they need to be progressive in life and protect themselves when they're not around you. Everybody's not your fucking friend that's an adult. Stop.
And this hits home because my son was like, when he was spending the weekend with his mom, he was like, oh yeah, I hung out with my mom and her friend, and her friend's my friend. I was like, hey, you don't have friends that are adults. You have kids friends. They're your mom's friends. They're not your friends. Nobody that's older than you is your friend. I don't care if they're 5 years older than you, they're not your friend. You have friends your age, because you can't, like Quez said, you can't let them have that false sense of safety that all adults are okay, and and not make them aware that just because they're friends with your mom, they won't hurt you. And so you have to put that in them, that no, my friends are my age, they look like me, they're the same size as me, and we play the same games. My mom's friends are my mom's friends, and I don't talk to my mom's friends other than be cordial, respectful, and do games that everybody's involved with. And so when it's just when it's one-on-one, there's a big difference there, because that's the power dynamic and the influence. And like I said, it might not be that teacher, but who's to say it's not the Boy Scout? Oh well, I did this with Mr. Cameron, I can do that with this, and that's the problem, because we create these false. The kids has like, oh, all adults are safety. Well, he's a police officer. He's good. No, not all police officers are good. Not all police officers are bad, but you have to be aware that there may be a bad one when you encounter him. Not all people are molesters, but you have to be able to tell the signs that are not okay and that are out of the retrospect of the realm of being a child. And so that's where the communication, the dialogue, and he wouldn't have got fired if he would have talked to the parents, if he would have said, I'm doing all this, because everybody would have been aware of it. But if you do things on the low and it just happens to pop up,
it just looks bad.
People are going to get mad. And whether it's perception is reality, whether you did anything or not, perception is reality. If you happen to be walking by a burglary, the cops pull up, they're going to think that you were there. Even you're like, I was just watching it. No, you were part of it.
Yeah.
Perception is reality in a lot of cases. Although he may have the innocent intentions, it wasn't perceived as that. And so he didn't protect himself, that there is no doubt that he wasn't doing anything that was just along the lines. If it's suspect, it's wrong. If you have to say, oh, well, if it's questionable, it's wrong. There never should be an instance where you have to think. If you have to think about it, is this all right? Then don't fucking do it.
Yeah, if you have to look at it and say, does this look weird? Then
it's probably weird.
It's probably weird.
But there's some
and
people
then also, there has to be,
don't have that.
There has to be too, like I said, I have the thing about the whole putting the trust, like even with the teachers, even with your family member, like I said, I'm seeing it from a different eyesight. You can't be so trusting just to be like, oh, they're going to take care of my child. Because I was around family members and I got stories to tell you. So like
DL Hughley.
I think at this point, we know that we should, like the Black community, I don't know about other communities, we should know that you cannot trust family members, and we should know. We like they're like at this point.
Hey, don't put that animus.
And I don't want to say, and I don't want to say it's all family members.
All communities should watch that.
Right,
but I know
but pay attention to signs. Yeah,
we should know by now.
I understand adoration.
You know
I do.
what I'm saying?
But also with all, because I've been there, so I understand. But yes, it's not all family members. All family members are not out there trying to attack their children. But also with this and teaching about trust, teach your children how to find, like, and it's never too young of age. If your child can talk back to you and rattle off these songs, and guess what? Start feeding them with this information on what's appropriate. If they feel weird, if a teacher speaks to them a certain way or touches them a certain way, say something. If a family member is just creeping you out and your child tells you, no, I don't want to go over to that person's house, don't force them to do it. Like one thing I don't like is like when people introduce me to their kids and they'll be like, oh, give her a hug. And he's like, no, go on and do it. No, don't force your child to hug me. Don't know your child has boundaries, and start teaching them that. So that way, when a next person that's not me comes around and does that, you have no idea what their intentions are with your children. So it's fine that he's a great teacher and you trust him, but you need to teach them that level of, if you feel weird about doing this, it's okay to not do it. Just because he's your teacher, your uncle, your cousin, your auntie, your dad, if you feel weird, it's okay to say no and then come and let me know. Amen. And then what I also read was someone said that, oh, well, these were girls that were aspiring to be that do hair. Okay, go to the local beautician and ask them to donate some of those hair dolls. And
every girl does hair. That's what I'm saying. I know the girls are like,
you didn't have to be the test dummy and all them people in your head. And then like an old country saying though too, just to be joking, you don't want too many fingers in your head. You might lose your hair. You're not supposed to have too many fingers in your hair.
Say that.
Right. No, maybe from this point of view, it's like, you know how it is when kids are like, hey, can we please? Yada yada, and you're like, okay, go ahead, do it. But it's just inappropriate. I'm sorry.
To me, it's a level that was crossed. Like I said, to me, these are my opinions from my experiences. Maybe some of you out there have not had that experience and you think I'm overseeing it some type of way, but this is from my experience and my eyesight. So that's why I have a difference of opinion when it comes to
What do you think, D? What you got for us, man?
No, I already said, like, I mean, I taught my son and my niece them. Yeah, I even teach my grandson now certain boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
You start at home with that, and
Yep.
then it guides you, because you got to remember, when they in junior high and high school, they're almost about to be adults. You can tell them whatever they want to. If they want to be fast, they're gonna be fast. They're gonna do a lot of stuff
Mm-hmm.
and different things. You can't control anything else. You be running to the damn school every damn 5 minutes or every couple of days. You have to start at home first and start teaching them as soon as they start walking and talking. My grandbaby is 5 years old. He knows he don't hug on everybody, and he don't be talking to everybody. You know, if he don't, right now, you do speak when you come in the house and speak to, relatives. But even like my niece, I had to teach her, like, you don't sit on no man's grown lap. Even your daddy lap at a certain age. I don't agree with that. You know what I mean? At a certain age, a little girl do not need to be doing that. It's just certain things that, everybody has a different way of raising their child.
Right.
And I'm just that type of person where I'm gonna keep an eye on mine. I'm gonna keep a straight eye at where you at, where you going, why you not home by 3:15, and the other day you at home at 3:15, 3:12.
Yeah, like what's going
You
on?
know,
Come on.
you know where you at. And my son was in junior high school. I didn't give a damn. He a boy, and I still was like, where you at? You know what I mean? Oh, we went to McDonald's. Who's we? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And
As
my
you
son didn't
should.
play with everybody in the neighborhood's house. My son,
As you
everybody came to
should.
my house and played in the driveway.
Exactly.
You know,
You did it right, D.
Even like now, my grandson's about to come out here, and I'm already looking at the stuff that I know he's gonna want to play outside now with his friend, because he's at that age now.
Right.
I'm already purchasing things on Amazon where they can play in our driveway. You ain't gonna be going up and down this street. No, bruh. I don't. I keep eye on mines. So you start
I do
there.
the same
Let
thing.
them know. Yeah, you
I
let
do the
them know
same thing
then.
when my son wants to go out and play football with his friends. We're all out there.
Right.
I'm out there. I'm the quarterback. I'm like, okay, we're out in the middle of the street, because I want to protect him, but I don't want to be a helicopter pilot. So I just sit there and allow him to be a kid, but I also have to protect him, because sometimes other adults want to start shit with kids, and I'm like, you ain't gonna do it. It's not the one for you. So, because kids like to be rambunctious, they like to play around. Balls get tossed, hit windows, and do all kinds of things. And some men, or it's always the men or adults, get upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's always a Karen that don't want somebody skateboarding on their property. Don't want somebody, the basketball's making too much noise.
Down the street from their property.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
the
many
kids
times
come
that
in our driveway and turn around all the time. And our alarm, we got that alarm that lets you know somebody's lurking in the driveway. So they come and turn around. It's all day long. But I'd rather, like I said, I like them to rather do it here. I can keep an eye on them as well, because evidently they damn daddy down there, he's got a gaming house, and he cuts hair too with his brother. So it's like, why are you not watching? These are some little boys. They look like they're 2 and 3. But they're just short, and it's like, then we got them on camera one time, they fighting in our driveway, like straight up kicking the bike. But that's what I'm saying. Why are you not watching these little boys? You know what I mean?
And you also want to give the appearance that, like, when I'm out there, I'm going talking to other neighbors. I'm doing, because they're gonna know I'm out there and I'm always watching.
Exactly.
They're not gonna get anything over, and they know if there is an issue, come see me instead of talking to my child. Because
right.
Yeah, and I came back to say too, and it would be the same thing if it was a woman teacher and it was a bunch of boys doing her hair or a bunch of girls doing her hair. I don't want it to be like it's a man and that's why I feel that way. No, it's with anybody. That's the way I feel that way. So I wanted to clear that up.
Well, we were in middle school when Tupac passed away. That was the question.
I was born in the year.
Whoever Angel Hole is, we was in middle school,
Yeah, I was in middle school.
I was born.
No,
you were in middle school too.
You were in high school. You were in high school. Damn near graduated. I didn't tell nobody nothing. I didn't tell nobody anything. You could have been graduated early.
I wasn't in middle school.
He just did.
You could have graduated early. You smart. You skipped grades, so I don't
skipped grades. Yeah.
I was born in '96. I don't know Tupac, honestly.
Oh.
Yeah, you wasn't there.
Girl,
was a baby.
I love him, but I don't even know why I love him. Like Tupac.
Oh, dang, girl.
Because he's part of the culture. Just
I know, like, yeah, exactly. That's how I knew about the guy we're talking about, O.J. Simpson before, and I was all like, O.J. Simpson.
He's like, who? But it made you go research.
And what happened?
Yeah, it made you go.
Yeah. I knew who he was, but I didn't know who he was. I don't know what happened.
So what's the next topic, Quest?
I think that's all we had on the docket for today. We just let the conversation go on because we knew Third had to leave, and I didn't want to cut nobody short. You know what I mean? So,
well, let me ask y'all a question.
Go ahead.
Because I really want to see what y'all got to say about this. What y'all think about that pastor hushing that woman?
Hey, that shit was funny as food.
Good one.
I just want to know. I mean,
that shit was hilarious.
Yep, that was also one of my.
And did you see how he looked after he did it? His eyes.
The explanation was even funnier. Yeah, the explanation was funnier.
Yep.
Like, hey, I know when God talking, and that wasn't God. Like, hey, sir, you can't tell that lady that God wasn't working on her because you wanted to sing your solo.
But he looked at evil after he told her to hush. He looked at evil, like his eyes. He just looked at evil, like he dared somebody else to do something.
Was that the spirit of Satan talking to her?
That could have been God.
You could hear the crowd get like scared, like ooh. And he was all like,
but they have said that she has been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
So my thing is like this. If she's been doing that for a while, why you haven't nipped it in the bud yet? Like, why she keep coming back every Sunday, so-called doing the same thing? So that's
why your ushers ain't getting her. Your ushers should be ushering her out then.
Yep.
He talked to her he talks to her all the time about it because he was on the Tamron show. And I'm just like, well, okay, evidently she's not gonna stop. Maybe her spirit is over your spirit. Maybe you not the right spirit up in there.
Right. Let's ask the right questions, right?
So for me, it was the fact that he said silence. Only God right now.
No, he snapped that finger first.
He snapped at her.
He snapped that finger.
Hush.
And then said hush.
Hush. The only voice I want to hear right now is the voice of Jesus. And then he persisted to sing his song.
That's what it was about.
Let's be real, sir. She was overtaking your song. And you had a problem with it.
That's all I can attribute it to.
No, he was singing. He was broken in between.
Because I saw him look so evil. I said, something's up with that man. I just something about him.
Yeah,
I do not like.
It did not sit well in my spirit.
Right.
That wasn't God.
That sure wasn't, was it? I ain't never seen no pastor do that. Never.
I don't care what he say. That wasn't God, bro. God was.
And then he walked over to her, so it's not like she was right there.
He said, "Y'all get her. Somebody get her. Somebody get her."
It was giving aggression. I was scared for her.
You done turned into a diva now, sir. You know what I mean?
He said, "Not in his church."
He was like, "Take that to the church up the street." Not here. Not here.
That's the problem, man. Yeah, you think you bigger than the movement of God. You don't know what he was doing in her life at that moment.
Exactly.
Right. What she was going through that just made her just bail out like that.
She could have been going through something super traumatic. And you came over here with your ego, which stands for edging God out. I tell my team that all the time. Whenever you let your ego get in the way, you edging God out. You know what I mean?
Love it.
And your ego took over right there. And that was highly unnecessary. And you can't explain it away because we seen your face for you to get your little. Everybody came to see you, Otis. You know what I'm saying? You came to see God. You know what I'm saying? We ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That goddamn microphone down. You know what I'm saying?
He snapped like the main usher at the back of the seat telling little kids to be quiet and quit wrestling with their candy. That's how you snapped at her.
Yeah, what are you gonna do to them kids next?
Yeah. That's what I do to my kids. I just snap. Hey, that's it. I don't gotta whoop you. I'm snapping. Hey, that's it. Bro,
he must be another pastor that's a Charger fan or something. I'm just saying, allegedly.
Well, it's been a great show, everybody. You guys see us have one night. And,
I'm just
I
saying,
got asthma.
allegedly.
Don't do that. I got asthma. And the look on Melvin's face was hilarious. If y'all didn't catch it, go back and watch it.
Is that Jesus or is that you?
Right?
Is that Jesus or is that you?
Hey.
That was him.
Exactly. And how you marry a woman that has a weed business?
What?
It has a weed business.
Yeah, she has a weed. You know, she has a weed business, right?
Well, there's nothing. It's not. That's not in the Bible.
In L.A.
No, I did
We
not.
got weed businesses now.
And it's not against the law, so it ain't breaking the
set
Bible.
the bush on fire too. That's how they.
Oh,
knew.
Lord have mercy.
So please
Amen. Amen.
Oh, Lord have
I
mercy.
talked to a few people through a burning bush. You know what I'm saying? You talked to a few people through a
That's what I
burning
said.
Look, I'm just joking, please.
He's like,
sorry.
look, you
I
ain't
ain't going to hell with y'all.
let the Lord know you joking. Don't let us know you joking.
I know, right?
You can't
That was me talking to him. They
Okay.
don't come get me.
Because we can't do nothing for you.
Your
Don't
lights
come
is gonna
get me. I
start
was
shocking.
just playing. You know what I'm saying?
Lightning strike you.
That's
We
gonna
in
be
our
his
own
excuse,
separate
though.
homes, so whatever comes for him is gonna come for him.
Hey, I hope it hit your computer too. You know what I'm
God
saying?
knows what's in my heart. God knows what's in my
They
heart.
trying to all trying to clean it up now. Look, they all trying to clean.
I say what I say.
And Melvin used the cliche for real. God knows my heart.
God knows my heart. That's it. I ain't responsible for nobody else. God knows what's my heart.
We know he know you, Melvin.
He
Lord
knows
knows you.
yours.
Yeah,
Melvin.
he know me because I told Jesus, "See you when you get back, nigga. You owe me $20."
See, there go your Wi-Fi. He's stopping that Wi-Fi.
Oh God.
See you when you get back.
Just
nigga.
be quiet.
Every day, how you be talking about toes and tacos and empanadas.
Hey, that ain't
Wait, girl.
that ain't
And now the
outlawed in the
camel
Bible.
toe.
That ain't outlawed in the Bible. He would have turned people
Melvin,
to stone if it was illegal.
Be quiet, Melvin. I'll be quiet.
Just yeah.
We too close to Sunday right now. Be quiet.
And the other Melvin said to leave his chargers alone.
Yeah.
OG Melvin.
OG
Tell them,
Melvin.
no, you need to tell them pastors to leave them charges alone.
Right.
They taking your name.
Them thug jizzle pastors. They pastor in the daytime.
Sir,
on
ain't
Sunday.
you supposed to be at work, sir? Ain't you supposed to be at work?
Who's that?
He's in the bathroom. He's
Oh my
in the
God,
bathroom
he's
He
watching
on
the
the
chat.
toilet. He in the toilet sending his comments.
Yeah, he like, I'm gonna poop on company time. That's it.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's jokes.
I'm done with y'all.
Oh
Hey,
God,
look,
help y'all.
it's been a great show, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you guys. On behalf of Third, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and say I love y'all on purpose. And it's been a great show, man. You know, we had to keep it short this week because
I see.
The brain power of this show is got to do something else, his obligations. But
I don't see me and Tisha had nothing else, no brain power to do nothing else.
just fuck the rest of us, huh?
Damn.
Just you and Tisha, huh? Okay.
I don't see. We ain't busy, are we, Tisha? Are we busy?
Hey, what the
We
hell?
ain't busy.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I ain't busy,
We
but
not
I'm
busy.
lazy. I ain't busy, but I'm lazy.
I hear you. It's been a long week. It's really been a long week.
It has been.
Y'all just don't know. I'll switch with anybody right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, the other Melvin Tisha, okay now.
Oh. You gonna get me in trouble.
Oh shit.
I am not available.
What'd he say?
Dogs gotta eat. Dogs gotta
eat. Melvin, hit him.
The flesh
He is
is
at
weak.
work, but he probably watching. Don't get me in trouble.
The flesh is weak. Flesh is weak.
What'd you say, Melvin? She must have showed her toes, huh?
I know. She put the big toe up there. A nice painted big toe.
Look at this guy in the comments.
She done showed the camel toe.
Hey, people shoot.
No.
Oh shit. shit. Oh shit. We talking about it.
What was the word of the day? What was the
camel
word of the
toe.
We
day?
didn't have no
Camel
word of the
toe?
day.
Yeah,
I
we
don't.
didn't
Camel toe
have
word
no
of the
That
word
is
of
not
the
the
day.
word of the day.
It was
Empanadas
raggedy.
was the word of the day.
This was a
Empanadas.
raggedy
You know
one.
what I'm saying?
Empanadas and the
it
pinky
was
toe. It's
camel
brought to you
toe.
by
Christ.
empanadas and pinky toe. That's
It's
what it's
not
brought.
cheating
Ew.
unless you
Yeah.
show the camel toe. That's it.
No,
I can't stand
really
that
though,
word.
we kept the topics short because we knew he was gonna have to leave. So
Right. So we didn't have too many
yeah,
topics.
we didn't have a whole bunch of topics for that very reason because we wasn't even gonna stay on. You know,
Yeah.
he
See,
left.
other Melvin likes toes too. And we
Oh,
Yeah, look,
Lord.
out here.
y'all are
We
special
out here.
breed.
How do y'all
Y'all are a
live?
special
I
breed.
don't like toes.
Shout out to Shannon.
Toes
Shout
up,
out to
heels
Carla.
down.
Hey, I know
Shannon
y'all
there?
late, but it's
Where's
okay.
Shannon
We
at?
appreciate y'all
In the
supporting
comments,
us.
she said we're at 6 o'clock every Friday, girl.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
Mm.
We appreciate y'all showing up to spend some time with us anyway. But you're gonna have to watch the rebroadcast this week, player, because we finna get up out of here.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? The show is over.
She was like, don't even click the link, girl, because we out of here.
Yeah.
All right, we out of here. Love, peace, and chicken grease, y'all.
Yeah, because you hey, look, there you go, Team Kendrick. You know what I mean?
You gotta have an air fryer. Don't nobody do no chicken grease.
Yeah,
Hey,
air fryer.
Hey, Team Kendrick, they not like us. For all you other podcasts out there, y'all not like us. You know what I'm saying? How about that? You know what I'm saying? You a fan, you a fan, you a fan. You know what I'm saying?
Bring them on.
All right, y'all.
Now you can come on and tell us why you're not. If you can do it.
That
If
part.
you can take it.
That'll be all right.
It's all
It,
good.
it,
But all right.
it won't let me stop the live, so I guess we all just gotta leave.
Okay.
Oh, you can't stop it?
No, you don't have the
Nah,
power to stop
He's
it.
not third.
He
Oh,
started
you ain't
it.
got your powers right now. Huh?
No, I got powers to do everything else. I just can't stop the show. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
it's all out though, huh?
Because he started it. You know what I mean? But I can kick
I
all
know
of
she
y'all.
just eating her whole dinner and drink. What girl? What you for real?
I'm hungry. I just
She
got
said.
home, B.
It's
said, I'm
fresh and
hungry.
yawning
I'm
in the
about to-
morning over there.
She said, "Fuck your production." Okay.
I'm hungry.
Hungry, thirsty.
She said
Bro.
she eating.
That's right though. Hey, it was nicer than some other people how they eat on here, so we all good.
Girl.
Right.
We ain't gonna say nothing.
Nope. And on that note, I'm out. Don't come for me.
Yep, I know, right? For real.
All right,
All right,
y'all.
y'all
Have a
safe
great day, man.
weekend.
All right, bye,
Happy
guys.
Mother's
Happy
Day.
Mother's Day, D.
Happy
Oh
Mother's
yeah,
Day.
happy
Thank
Mother's
you.
Day to
Happy
all
Mother's
you
Day,
women, man. Happy
Queens.
Mother's Day,
Happy
D.
Mother's Day,
Right
everybody.
back at y'all.
Denisha,
Yeah,
Shannon,
Denisha.
Carla,
I know
all of
Quest
y'all.
got a
Happy
whole lot
Mother's
planned for
Day.
you.
Shannon, you out there, girl. Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, happy
Yeah,
Mother's Day to
Shannon.
all of y'all.
All right, y'all. Be careful
y'all.
this weekend. Enjoy.
Yep.
All right,
right.
for sure. Hey, tell the men to love on y'all. Here we go.
Your kids. Okay, bye.